So I can't believe I am officially through with my second trimester, which feels kind of crazy. I feel like it's gone very quickly, but I just thought I'd jump on here and walk you through how it's been, how I've been feeling, some of the ways that my body's been changing, and a few things and tips that I've been getting from my midwife. But first, before we get into it, let's get some tea. So this is how I'm looking at 28 weeks. So just at the start of third trimester, at the end of second trimester, and I'm getting big. So I can't believe I've made it nearly 2/3 of the way through my pregnancy now. And if I'm honest, I've been feeling a lot like myself again, which feels really good. I haven't been anywhere near as lethargic and tired and just generally sluggish as I was in my first trimester, because that was really hard. I felt like I just didn't have any motivation, but now I definitely feel a lot better, a lot stronger, and I've been able to get a lot more done, which feels good. I still get moments of feeling tired, but just nothing like that first trimester fatigue, which was crazy. So that's been good. And because I've had more energy, I've also been trying to get the house ready for baby, but I don't know why in my head I just feel like there's an urgency to do everything now. So I have been in crazy nesting mode. I've just blitzed through the house. I've been going through every storage cupboard, every wardrobe, and just getting rid of any clutter or junk or things that we haven't worn or used in the last year. And I was actually kind of shocked by how much I was able to get rid of. It's crazy how you can just kind of hold on to things without realizing. Part of my nesting, I've also been really excited to just go through all of my old baby items and start to sort things out and sifting through which things baby can reuse, which I think should be literally like 90% of the things. One of the best things about second trimester is that I can finally feel baby move, which is honestly like just such an incredible experience. I can feel them just wriggling around. I feel like around 18 weeks is when I started to feel quickening. So this was like the odd random like jolt in my stomach. I couldn't feel it from the outside. It definitely felt quite deep and internal, and it kind of felt like a muscle spasm. And I was feeling them quite low, which is how I know that it was baby and not just like my stomach doing its thing. So that was around 18 weeks. It was also very rare, so I didn't feel it daily. I didn't feel it consistently. But over the next 2 weeks, so by the time I got to my 20-week scan, I had definitely felt it quite a few times. So I was like, okay, this is definitely early baby movement. And I feel like once I hit the 21 week mark, everything just accelerated. Baby has been moving so much. I'd say also I've noticed that from 22 weeks upwards, I've started to notice a bit more of a rhythm with baby. So I definitely have had a few days consistently where I'd be woken up at like 5:30 in the morning and just feel all of these wriggles. Definitely lots of movement around meal times as well. I also think I felt hiccups for the first time. This time around, I've had a few moments where I felt like vibrations or like shaking kind of. So it's a bit different from a kick or a wriggle, but it's definitely internal, and it's not necessarily around my stomach. So I know it's not like my tummy just bubbling. So yeah, I think they've been hiccups, which is really cute. I think it's adorable that they're able to, obviously practicing drinking and using their new organs, and that sometimes give them hiccups. I think it's really adorable. So my second trimester symptoms have definitely kicked in, and I can't lie, baby brain is very real. I've just been a little bit more foggy and forgetful, and it's the kind of thing where I'll have very clearly in my mind to do something, and the way I forget, it's like I have no recollection of that thing whatsoever, and it can actually be a bit annoying. So I'm trying to write things down or do things straight away if they're important. My posture and alignment has also definitely started to shift, and yeah, the waddle has kicked in. I didn't even notice it. It was my friends and family who have pointed it out, but I think basically when I've been sat down for a while and I first get up, it kind of like takes my hips a while to warm up and realign, so I think that makes me waddle a bit and throws my balance off. And my mum pointed out that I've started to lean back while I'm walking, so it's kind of like clear that I'm carrying something in front and trying to compensate for it with my back, which obviously isn't good. So what I've been trying to do when I go on walks is really trying to think about my posture while I'm walking, and that's also why a belly band is quite helpful, because it's been helping to carry some of that weight so that I'm not completely compensating for it in my back. I've been a whole lot less hungry, and that is actually such a relief. I feel like the first trimester hunger was just a bit irrational, and it just, yeah, it kind of like was running my day a little bit. So now I definitely eat a lot more like I did pre-pregnancy. I get hungry in the morning, so I like to have a nice hearty breakfast and lunch, and then I'm actually not that hungry in the evenings. But I think where baby's starting to take up more space, maybe my stomach capacity is also starting to shrink a bit. So I haven't really been eating anything heavy, particularly in the evening. I still get my cravings here and there, but just nowhere near as strong as they were in the first trimester. My cravings now are just more that I'm partial to certain meals, or maybe I particularly feel like a kind of food. I have been experiencing the odd ache and pain in my pelvic area, and I found that sleeping with a pregnancy pillow has helped a lot with this. So having the pillow, particularly between my knees and my ankles, kind of keeps them level with my hips, and I feel like that just helps with the overall alignment of my body. I have been getting nosebleeds, which is really strange. But the reason why I know it's pregnancy related is because I definitely read up on it that since you've got more blood pumping around your body, the vessels in your nose might be a bit more sensitive, and in general, sinuses during pregnancy can be quite sensitive. I have been so stuffy, like the pregnancy rhinitis got so bad that I went to the pharmacy in total desperation, but unfortunately there's just not much in terms of medication that they can offer you while you're pregnant that's safe for you and the baby. So she was telling me to just keep trying steam inhalations. They were good, they would unclog my nose while I was doing them, but 5 minutes later I would feel stuffy again. I noticed it the most at night time because it was really difficult to breathe at night and it was affecting my sleep. Thankfully, this did not last. This was just about the first, I'd say 3 weeks of the second trimester is where it was really, really bad, and it's gradually tapered off. I don't think I sound as nasal as I did before. It's definitely better and it isn't affecting my sleep, so I can't complain. So that's a recap on how my second trimester has been, and honestly, I just can't wait to meet my baby now. I am in full baby prep mode. My mind is focused on preparing for labour, preparing my home, my mind and my body. I will drop another video on all the things I'm doing to prepare me for labour, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I just can't wait to meet my little one now. If you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. Do give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want to stick around for the rest of my journey. I am hungry, so I'm gonna go grab a bite now. Enjoy the rest of your day and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!